Hey folks, Brandon here from the Real Estate CPA. Today we're going to be talking about business interest limitations. Now the business interest limitations are coming off the 2018 tax law changes, so these are new and they affect all businesses. Basically, these interest limitations are a 30% limit on your EBITDA. EBITDA is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. And it's a limit on the amount of interest I'm allowed to take as a deduction. So if my EBITDA, also net operating income, is $100,000, I can only take $30,000, 30%, as an interest deduction, even if my total interest expense is like $200,000. So as you can see, it severely limits my ability to maximize my expenses. And for real estate investors, this is a big deal because your rental properties are typically debt heavy and your interest payments are typically high. Now, the good news is this only affects tax shelters. The bad news is that tax shelters have been redefined as any entity where more than 35% of the entire entity's interest is owned by limited partners. So a lot of our syndicates, for example, are going to be affected by this because in a typical syndicate structure, 30% of the entity will be owned by the general partners, 70% will be owned by the limited partners. Therefore, they're now a tax shelter per this new law. Luckily, you can elect out of the business interest limitations by making an irrevocable election to be treated as a real property trade or business. This election is exclusive to real estate investors and then also farmers. The only problem is that if you do elect out via that real property trade or business election, you're no longer allowed to take 100% bonus depreciation. So while you can take 100% of your interest expense without any sort of limitations, if you do a cost segregation study or if you have any significant repairs going on, you're not going to be able to take 100% bonus depreciation. So we need to run an analysis to understand the timing of making this irrevocable election out of the business interest limitations. If you have any questions on business interest limitations or the new 2018 tax law, hit us up at the Real Estate CPA. We'd love to help you out.